everyone, I'm Mayumi. If you're familiar with my channel, you'll know that I love diving into details in crafting series. So today, we're diving into the world of Lovely Runner, aka my favorite K-drama of the year. Now, from the teasers to the beautiful cinematography, you might be led to believe that Lovely Runner is just another fantasy rom-com. But let me tell you, it's so much more than that. This gem is a thrilling mystery that keeps you on the edge of your seat, from start to finish. And that's exactly why I couldn't resist making this video. Throughout our analysis, I'll be pointing out some mind-blowing details in series that will make you see Lovely Runner in a whole new light. So, get ready because we're in for one wild ride. Everything in the drama is connected to the concept of the eclipse, from Sunjae's band name to the very beginning of the storyline. In fact, the drama opens with a significant real event on July 22, 2009. South Korea witnessed a historic solar eclipse, considered the longest of the century. And that was almost a year after Im-seol's accident, and the day Sunjae saved her life again, after she was considering suicide. Another interesting fact: both of their names are connected to the sun. In Latin, Sol means sun, and Sunjae's English name contains sun in its spelling. Additionally, the watch in the drama is a solar watch, meaning it draws its energy directly from the sun. And given the significance of the eclipse and its powerful energy, could the energy of the eclipse have affected the watch? Now let's talk about the watch. In the original timeline, Sol acquires the watch at an auction, where it's in perfect condition. However, after reading the news about Sunjae's possible death, she rushes outside and accidentally collides with a cyclist, resulting in the watch strap breaking. When she travels back in time, the strap remains broken. Similarly, on September 1, 2008, during the original incident, Sunjae experiences the same fate. In a confrontation with the killer, the strap of his watch gets broken. Also in episode 1, the watch lights up in front of Im-seol, just before Sunjae's murder. But it wasn't the first time. Sunjae's watch lights up when he saves Im-seol from drowning in the original timeline. So what if Sunjae is a time traveler too? After all, he is the owner of the watch, right? Another detail about the watch is that every time Im-seol travels back in time, the watch stops and shows different times: 3 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 1 o'clock. This is a countdown, like 3, 2, 1, representing the chances that she have to change the tragedy. I've had my doubts about the grandma since episode 1. She's definitely not just an extra character. She seems somehow linked to the watch and all the time-traveling events. Let me explain. Grandma had the watch even before Sol's first ever time slip. She remembered that Sol's feet were paralyzed, even after the present changed. And when Sol was most desperate to find the watch, Grandma has it again, and reveals that she's been keeping it safe for her all this time. Also in this scene when Sunjae and Taesung were fighting, Grandma unexpectedly quoted a famous line from Squid Game. While it may seem like a humorous moment, could it actually be a subtle hint that she's somehow connected to the future? This leads us to my next theory. In the second time Im-seol returns back to the future, aside from Im-seol's watch, there was supposed to be another watch belonging to Sunjae, but it was missing. So other than Im-seol, there might be another time traveler. So who could it be? My first suspicion falls on Sunjae or the grandma, as I've mentioned before. But it could also be Taesung or even the taxi driver, as I'll be explaining next. He might seem like a typical serial killer, but there must be some backstory about him. And the reason of his obsession of Im-seol and Sunjae. I saw a lot of series about him, but the one that has caught my attention is that the taxi driver first kidnapped Sol when she was a child, and her father died while saving her. But do you remember when Taesung pointed out a Citizen Hero Award at Sunjae's house? Could Sunjae actually saved her way back then? Well, knowing that this is a K-drama, I wouldn't be surprised if it's another childhood destiny again. but I hope it's not the case this time. But I still believe that the killer could be somehow connected to Saul's father, and that he might also be a time traveler himself. I mean, the way he could burn the evidence and alter the crime scene before the police arrived is suspicious, especially considering it didn't happen in the future timeline. Similar to the grandma, Taesung sometimes surprises me with the things he says and does. It's intriguing how he doesn't seem surprised when Saul goes between the past and the future, and her personality changes accordingly. Like when she mentioned the fire incident, he believed her and even took her to her house, but the time didn't stop. Meanwhile, in the second future, there's a scene where he's near Saul's house, raising suspicions. In the original timeline, Saul and her friend mentioned their lack of updates about him. So, could his fate have changed as well? Or does his proximity to Saul's home hint at a deeper connection to the time-traveling mystery? That's it for today's video. If you're hungry for more series and insights, don't worry, I've got plenty more up my sleeve for my next video. Make sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on any of the excitement. See you soon!
Tick tock, tick tock, tick tock, tick tock.